In April of 2009, the Screen Actors Guild Board, led by Elliott Gould and Anne Marie Johnson, condemned the closure, as did the Teamsters.
The fund made a promise to those people that are living there, and that promise has been broken. It's wrong, it shouldn't be, and the Teamsters are opposed to it, and we're proud to stand with the Screen Actors Guild and with all the other people that are here tonight in support of keeping the home open. Thank you.
This is all going to be our story, and I'd rather us have this debate now than when we're laying somewhere in our own urine without someone changing our diaper.
As summer wound down, only months before the MPTF's intended closure in October, there were still nearly 70 residents in long-term care. The MPTF was now deploying intimidating levels of security throughout the campus. They parked a police cruiser near a gate and locked doors and changed access to the campus, all to communicate that management was in charge and everyone was being watched. While the MPTF had been relentlessly attacked in the blogosphere since the beginning of the crisis, they had been winning the PR battle in the mainstream media. But now the tone of stories written about the closure began to shift from unchallenged acceptance of the MPTF position to a posture of questioning and skepticism. The MPTF sent its chief fundraiser, Ken Shearer, to do damage control.
And when I read blogs and I read media, and I feel that the reputation of this organization is being damaged, what I try to do is make sure it doesn't get damaged permanently.
Evidence of mismanagement and obscene compensation for CEO Tillman were beginning to gain traction in the public consciousness. All this money, as vulnerable, impoverished seniors were being threatened with eviction. On Christmas Day, 2009, word swept through the Wasserman campus that David Tillman's ruinous career at the MPTF would soon be history. After nearly a year of struggle, the momentum of resistance to the closure was accelerating. On January 14, 2010, the one-year anniversary of the closure announcement, KTLA's Sam Rubin invited actors Anne Marie Johnson and John Schneider to update his audience on the status of the closure.
We have to keep shining this very embarrassing light on something that is happening to people in the industry, family members of the industry who've dedicated decades to our industry.
People go to the home really to die in the comfort and safety and camaraderie and friendship of their peers. Yeah. It's always been that. That's what it started out as. That's what it was up until a year ago today.
During that appearance, they announced an auction in support of long-term care residents to be staged at the home of actors Renee Taylor and Joe Bologna. On a sunny Saturday afternoon, more than 300 people turned out representing the broad diversity of the Hollywood community. More than $30,000 was raised during the quickly organized 3-hour event that included cash donations and auction items from the likes of Barbra Streisand, Phyllis Diller, Nancy Sinatra, Marlo Thomas, Shirley Jones, and many, many other concerned stars.
I just thought we should reach out to the community because people really care about the long-term care and people really wanted to comfort them. And I thought this would be a way to show them that they're still loved and they could see how much kindness and caring there is in the community.
I was watching the telethon for Haiti the other night, and I saw all these big stars, all these big actors. Actors, for some reason, find it a lot easier to step up for people on an island thousands of miles away than they do for their own people. And it's always a mystery to me why that's true.
I wanted to go there. I wanted to be there. You know, it's something that we all should get in back of and should have been in back of it a long time ago. But who knew? Nobody really knew until now. And now I hope it's not too late.
The following Tuesday, February 2nd, the MPTF announced the abrupt resignation of CEO David Tillman. While the mainstream press reported the news with restraint, web journalists pounced on the story and concluded that Tillman had in fact been fired. Tillman's interim replacement is 2-year MPTF board member Bob Beecher. Beecher, an ousted CEO of Panavision with no experience in residential health care or hospital administration, was introduced by top board leaders Frank Mancuso and Joe Fisher and charged with making the transition of 60 remaining long-term care residents to other facilities his top priority. During his first day on the job, Beecher went on record with Andrew Gumbel of The Wrap, acknowledging that the MPTF, in his words, had effed up the closure, and went on to say that the MPTF was a mess. With the Academy Awards and the MPTF's annual Night Before fundraiser sponsored by HP, L'Oreal, and Target approaching on March 6th, Beecher is no doubt under great pressure from Mancuso, Fisher, and Katzenberg to clean up the F-up fast. Rumors suggest that he's been given a June 2010 deadline to have every long-term care bed empty and the hospital shut. Within the buildings where aging seniors struggle every day with uncertainty about their MPTF futures, there have been multiple rat sightings, along with the addition of new social workers hired to more forcefully coerce voluntary transfers from residents. All this despite the fact that COO Seth Ellis claims that there has been no diminution of services. With the clock ticking and residents' lives in jeopardy, legal action would appear to be a near certainty. Saving the Lives of Our Own will continue standing up for the historic promise of the MPTF that was so beautifully in place back in 2002 before Lou Wasserman passed away.
How can we let a few people, the upper echelon, do this to not only to this particular generation, but the generations to come?
It is sad that neither Mr. Wasserman's grandson Casey or his widow Edie, both board members, can find it within themselves to defend a great man's legacy and secure their own at the same time.
If she really took the time to understand what was happening, I think she would be, as opposed to this, as the rest of us. But I think that she has been misled by certain members of the fund, and I think the trust that she placed in these people has been misplaced. It's fortunate that he isn't alive to see it. I think he would be devastated.
It is, it's like in the middle of the night they're taking everything and slowly escaping out of, from their tent and taking a lot of goodwill with them. Now the goodwill has built up over all these years, and in one fell swoop, it's gone.
It wasn't founded to be, a leisure world for seniors. That wasn't the purpose. It was the original purpose was for people who could no longer take care of themselves to know they had a home among their peers and a home for life. And you cannot alter that for life continuum of care promise by simply pushing the delete button on your website and not offer it anymore.
Don't let the promise be broken. Make your voice heard. Join Saving the Lives of Our Own. Sign our petition to save long-term care and the hospital at www.savingthelivesofourown.org. Someday, they will be you.